So this is a really good one. One time I'm selling this property in Katy, and there were tons of offers. The seller chose one. He remembers. And we started working with a buyer's agent who was super communicative, great at the very beginning. Now, little did we know that we were going to go for a ride of our lives between myself and my seller for about 30 days. Now, a little bit about what that winning offer looked like. It was all cash. It was above asking. No contingencies. They weren't asking for any repairs or anything like that. I said, great. It's like one of 5 out of the 20 that we had. But then things started to kind of turn a little bit. The buyer's agent starts calling me, hey, my buyer would like to make some measurements for some future renovations. Okay, great. So they come in to make measurements for all these renovations, and they're describing all the stuff that they're wanting to do. Now, mind you, the buyer's agent wasn't there. I opened the door for the buyer, didn't communicate with them really. They brought a crew and make measurements, colors, all that stuff, kind of figuring out exactly what it was that they were going to do. Now, this particular buyer, she's an older lady, but she knew exactly what was going on. She was running around the property saying, I want to do this, I want to do that, and then telling her contractor, remember the one that we did over in that other place? Hey, maybe we should do this here. What do you think about switching this and that? So I'm thinking, oh, okay, great. So they're either going to live in it and just renovate it to their liking, or there's some sort of investor and they're trying to get the most out of the property. No big deal. So the next day I get an email saying, hey, thanks for letting our client take a look at the property so that she can get measurements. When do you think she can get started on renovations? I said, renovations? She can. There's no such thing on the contract about you starting renovations early. To which I get a phone call, which I don't answer, and then a second phone call, irate. You're not going to let us fix the home? The home is in disrepair, which, mind you, it wasn't. It just needed to be cleaned up and maybe updated to something a little newer. So now I'm the bad guy because I'm not letting what her agent describes as a frail older lady to get into a nice clean home, and we're leaving her in shambles. My seller and I replied, well, that wasn't in the contract. To which they reply, okay, so we're not going to close as quickly as possible. We're going to make sure it takes 30 days.